Despite spending $5,300 more per pupil than the national average, our kids are failing and they have poor results, and it's unacceptable.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight on News 410. I'm Jessica Bowman. Matt Breen is on assignment. You just heard from Governor Kim Reynolds. That's part of a follow-up to a story we first told you about last night right here on News 410. It centers around her push to reform Iowa's area education agencies. Now, as we've told you, AEAs provide specialized support for students with special needs in public schools across the state of Iowa. Governor Kim Reynolds has introduced a bill to reform AEA and what she says is an effort to better help students and their needs, allow for local control and transparency of the funds and how they're being used. Right now, Governor Reynolds says Iowa is the only state in the entire country that takes $529 million and puts it straight into the AEA system, then mandates public schools to use the AEA services. She says at the same time, for the last 20 years, Iowa students with disabilities have continued to rank below the national average. She says it's time for change.
The districts are actually the customer. Those funds, the state, the federal, and the media service funds that's generated from property tax under the amendment will now go to each one of the school districts, and the school districts will be in charge of that funding.
Governor Reynolds says that means districts happy with the AEA services can continue to use the funding for those services. But if a school district is not entirely happy with the services, it has other options and can use the funding to pay another provider. Governor Reynolds says that's how the state can start to bring transparency and accountability into the system and provide a better education that students deserve to have. She says this proposal would take some of the administration out, but those dollars would still go to educate children with special needs.
I am not shutting down the AEAs. That is a complete false statement that I've heard. And I am not taking any money out of the special education funds. If we reduce the overhead, that money stays in the system and goes into the classrooms. So it brings efficiencies to the system. It gets the dollars where they need to go. It helps their team really get the support that they need.
Governor Reynolds says this would also restore the Division of Special Education in the Iowa Department of Education, which ultimately will help provide the support systems and compliance for school districts. The bill is expected to be introduced in the coming days, and of course, we'll continue to keep you updated.